Ahorita te la tienes que lavar las manos y echar la libertad y no te lo ves a lavar la boca, por favor.
Miren aquella chiquita. Esa no es. Aquella era
La que parece un pollito con un sombrerito.
So how you can control the robot in space.
All right, everybody, if you can spot that capsule I was mentioning just a bit ago, it's to the right-hand side of the blue H-like structure. This is the Orion Command Module. Engineers and astronauts have been doing extensive training to prepare a capsule similar to this one for the first Artemis mission into deep space later this year. While the first flight will be uncrewed, it will mark the start of our Artemis program, with crewed missions scheduled to begin in 2024. Orion built upon the overall design of our earlier Apollo spacecraft. However, Orion is much larger, capable of carrying 4 astronauts into deep space, as opposed to the original Apollo 3. In addition to being autonomous and reusable. Now that blue H-like structure I used to direct you guys to the Orion capsule is our SDTS, or 6 Degrees of Freedom Dynamic Test System. It's a long name, but this machine is used to train our astronauts in docking procedure. Underneath the silver frames closer towards me, if you can't see it very well right now, you'll definitely be able to catch a glimpse on our way out of the hallway. You'll notice some of our Valkyries. Valkyrie is a 6'2" humanoid robot designed to help our astronauts work and live in deep space habitats. Currently, she can be controlled using an Xbox controller or a VR headset and VR joysticks. Currently, you can see, if you have a keen eye, you can spot the VR headset on one of the tables that surround her silver frames. The last thing I'm going to mention before we'll make our way back to our tram is all the way to the left-hand side of this floor. More towards the middle of the area, just outside of the blue frame structure. It's the small white vehicle with a spacesuit on the end of it. This is the SEV, or Space Exploration Vehicle. It's revolutionary for several reasons. My favorite to mention is that it will allow astronauts to get inside of their suits in as little as 15 minutes. What's revolutionary about that is once you know that currently on the International Space Station, with help, it takes 2 hours to get anybody into a spacesuit or anybody out of a spacesuit. So 15 minutes is really an abbreviated amount of that time and will allow for much more frequent exploration to be conducted. If this vehicle at all looks a little bit familiar to you, you might have seen the movie The Martian. It's the model of vehicle they used for that film. That'll conclude our in the building portion of the tour. We're about to head back to the tram. One reminder before we do so, please remember you guys are returning to the same seats and rows you were in before. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me once we get downstairs. And I'd like to mention at this time, there's another group behind us, so we want to make sure our exit is timely and orderly so they get their full time on the floor as well. So this time, if you guys will follow me back downstairs and towards our tram.
कि आपने देखा होगा कहाँ दिख ही नहीं रहा तो कहाँ देखेंगे इसको वो देख रहे हैं उसको तो मुझे देखना है वो है क्या what is the real possible yeah